大家好，又是我. I really appreciate being invited to participate in the BFA's International Conference on Digital Media Arts and Technology. Unfortunately, I'm unable to travel to Beijing this year, and I also can't call in live since the conference is being held on Christmas, which I'm spending with my family while you're watching this. So I pre-recorded this video on the future of animation, interactive, immersive, intelligent, highlighting 3 exciting areas of activity: interactive content, virtual production, and artificial intelligence, with respect to their impact on the animation industry and the history of storytelling itself. This is an updated version of a presentation on the same topic that I've previously delivered in various conferences. We're on the cusp of a revolutionary transformation in artistic expression and mass market entertainment. This is a radical shift from the passive consumption of traditional media to interactive immersion and cross-reality experiences, VR, AR, and MR. This immersive media revolution is disrupting every aspect of the traditional entertainment industry and dissolving traditional categories and contexts. Disruptive technology is nothing new, but the paradigm shift this time around is unprecedented. The current combination of interaction, immersion, and intelligence is going to exceed our wildest expectations by bringing imagination to life, with virtual characters and environments responding to us in ways that are personal, adaptive, and integrated into our daily lives. Obviously, there's not enough time to dig into all the aspects and considerations in this forum, but I hope that what I have to say here at a high level will connect with you and inspire you to explore further. Storytelling has been an essential part of human culture since prehistoric times, helping us make sense of our place in the world. Tales told in caves by flickering firelight, surrounded by paintings of animals and hunters, were some of the earliest immersive story experiences. Over the past century, we've enjoyed a rapid evolution of personal media technology, from analog machines such as record players to digital devices, including virtual reality headsets. Yet the current state of virtual reality is similar to the early days of cinema. It mainly exists as a curiosity, relying on spectacle. Virtual reality hasn't yet matured into a mass-market medium with a distinct vocabulary. Successful immersive media directors will be those who evolve their storytelling skills to master the art of indirection, an approach to content creation which requires a good understanding of human psychology, perception, and point of view. Future entertainment will directly engage all 5 of our senses to produce powerful, immersive experiences with deep emotional impact. This future will be facilitated by the final evolution of personal media technology, from clumsy hardware to transparent mind events. In other words, users will experience and interact with immersive digital environments directly through the synapses of their brains. Recent advances in BCI, or brain-computer interface, have already enabled people to control apps and hardware directly with their thoughts, so this future is here now. Eventually, digital content will be fully integrated with the mixed reality of our daily lives in a seamless blend of physical and virtual experience. We're already taking baby steps in this direction. But regardless of the technology, imagination will always serve as the heartbeat of our storytelling experiences. Let's take a look at 3 areas in which our imaginations can run free in revolutionary new ways: interactive content, virtual production, and artificial intelligence. Interactive content. Interaction is essential to our lives. As humans, we interact with others from the day we're born until the day we die. Life is interaction. Regardless of how outgoing or reserved we are, we need to interact with other people on terms that are satisfying to us while acceptable to others. Essential survival skills are learned and refined through interaction. Comfortable distances vary depending on our relationship with others and cultural norms, and must be carefully considered when designing virtual experiences. We find satisfaction in cause and effect. In virtual reality, people quickly tire of being virtual ghosts, especially, and perhaps ironically, in more compelling immersive environments. Human beings generally want to be involved, not ignored. There's a fundamental satisfaction in seeing something or someone react to our intention, whether scoring a goal or catching someone's eye. Cause and effect is an essential aspect of life and of storytelling. We enjoy watching things play out as anticipated and are even more intrigued when twists and turns surprise us in believable ways. Game design is merely one application of interaction design theory. Games suffer from a perception problem. From cards to World of Warcraft, gaming is often perceived as frivolous and sometimes even dangerous. Yet games are serious business. We can and do use games to understand the world, each other, and ourselves. The future of interaction design is often portrayed in sci-fi films in ways that quickly seem out of date or copy the same visual language, such as imagining the world as a giant touchscreen. The field of game design can more properly be understood as a subset of interaction design theory, which encompasses every conceivable human endeavor. This design process can, and in many cases should, take place on paper, combined with direct observation and physical involvement before diving into digital demos. Virtual production. Virtual production is about point of view. Virtual production is a game changer, brought to the attention of many by Disney's photorealistic Lion King remake. But The Lion King is merely a manifestation of virtual production, not the definition. Virtual production is not about the look. The significance of virtual production, as Lion King director Jon Favreau notes, is that the virtual production environment sparks the walk-around thinking that is essential to a live-action director versus the over-the-shoulder point of view of an animation director. The live-action point of view and the animation point of view are not mutually exclusive, but are in fact complementary. We are entering the era of the hybrid in which everything becomes real-time. Virtual production scales up and down. Virtual production is commonly assumed to be an expensive undertaking requiring millions of dollars and dozens of technicians. And indeed, high-quality virtual production can be as complex and expensive as a major studio can afford. But the good news is that grassroots virtual production can be done by individuals in their homes, with relatively inexpensive hardware and free software, and perhaps more interesting artistic results than studios constrained by commercial considerations. Which brings us to our next point. Virtual production is not tied to realism. Given current mass-market visual effects applications, such as on The Lion King and The Mandalorian, most people associate virtual production with photorealism. But the core value proposition of virtual production is related to conceptualization, which can take many forms in the final result. Virtual production can encompass an unlimited range of artistic expression, from photorealism to abstraction. This will most likely occur, as most innovations do, on the independent end of the creative spectrum, before being adopted by the commercial end in the quest for freshness when audiences become bored with the same old thing. Artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is less advanced but more pervasive than you think. When a computer achieves a milestone, such as Google's AlphaGo beating human Go champion Lee Sedol in 2016, people quickly assume intelligence and intuition where none exists, perhaps due to our tendency to assign human qualities to animals and objects. We assume it's only a matter of time before the machines take over. But just because my watch can tell time more accurately than I can doesn't mean it's smarter than I am. It's just a tool that I use. AI technology is no different. It's a powerful tool that does very well in specific situations. Despite the hype, we're decades away from anything approaching general artificial intelligence. However, AI doesn't need to achieve self-awareness to cause massive disruption economically, socially, and politically. The cold hard fact is that most of what people do in the modern world is based upon recognition, retrieval, and repetition, and barely requires self-awareness. Such activities are easy targets for AI turbulence. Immersive interactive environments require intelligent responsiveness. Interactive experiences, from humble mobile phone chatbots to expansive immersive environments, must be endowed with a certain level of intelligence to naturally respond to unpredictable input. AI retrieval systems, which refer to pre-programmed databases of options, are inherently limited and quickly reveal themselves as fake. For truly organic experiences, generative AI environments and agents will be required, incorporating high-level machine learning technologies such as image recognition, fuzzy logic, and natural language processing. In time, it may be very difficult to distinguish player characters from non-player characters in online simulations. We may even find ourselves preferring virtual characters to real people without even knowing it, especially as artificial intelligence provides immersive, interactive access to animated characters on a personal level. AI will provide immersive access to fictional characters in our homes, letting us relate to them as old friends who talk to us, interact with us, share their thoughts with us, and remember us. Virtual beings will seem to be aware of you and engaged with you, not because they have been animated to do so, but because they are reacting to you in real time. Virtual beings can exist in any digital medium and will freely cross platforms to accompany you when and where you like. While the beginnings of such AIs exist in the form of digital servants, such as IBM's Watson and Amazon's Alexa, the essential difference between virtual assistants and virtual characters is in the storytelling. Beyond the obvious technological benefits and social challenges, AI is poised to become the next great art form and storytelling medium, bringing enjoyment and perhaps even meaning to our lives, with characters who enter our world as we in turn enter theirs. At the very least, you can tell virtual Loki about your day and he'll pretend to care. Whether dealing with familiar transmedia universes or new content, the future of animation will always be predicated upon creativity, the innovative application and expansion of new technologies. Even when we can't travel the world, we can have a universe of imagination in our hands. There's obviously a lot more to discuss than we have time for here. If you're interested in preparing your school for the future of animation, please refer to my paper on the topic, published late last year as part of the Beijing Film Academy's International Conference on Digital Media Education. 谢谢大家，圣诞快乐，新年快乐，拜拜。